I'm about to turn my Kamado style cooker into a smart cooker using these two items from Chef's Temp, and we're gonna smoke a spatchcock chicken. Stay tuned. All right, so I'm starting with a 6.5 pound chicken. This could almost be a turkey or maybe even a chicken hock, but I'm gonna start with removing the Pope's nose right here because that just looks funky. Get your kitchen shears and take that right off. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I've noticed that they started to put this film on the end of the chicken legs, and I believe it's to prevent the bone from bleeding out, but look at this, it comes right off and it's almost like plastic. So make sure if your chicken has this, take it off. So this is not going to be a traditional spatchcock chicken, and what I mean by that is when you spatchcock a chicken, you usually remove the backbone, the entire backbone from the chicken. But to be honest with you, I really like to pick at the meat that's right here in the backbone, so we're going to cook that as well. So I'm just going to split the backbone in half, but it's still going to be a spatchcock chicken, okay? Real simple process. Get some good shears. And if you have to use a knife, go ahead and use that as well. All right, so I've got the chicken cut in half right here. I'm just gonna grab my knife and right here, right in between the breast, cut that breastbone, just like that. Turn your chicken around and spread it open. You can spread it open or press down in the center, whichever works for you. So at this point, I'm just going to clean up the chicken, remove any loose skin, this stuff right here. Just go ahead and cut that right off. All this extra fat and loose skin, just take that right off. Just in case you're wondering, these are Dale Strong kitchen shears that are really nice and sharp. So I'm also going to be taking off this breastbone right here. And it's real simple. Just go in there with your shears and cut out this cartilage piece. And this breastplate right here should come right out as well. Look at that. All right, so let's season up our chicken. I'm gonna be using two different rubs. The first one is this Cock-a-doodle brew from Pia Seasoning. This is a beer can chicken rub that is amazing. Season the inside of the chicken with enough of this rub. Look at that. The second seasoning that I'm going to apply on our chicken is from A Fuego Lento. This is the Carnita Asada rub, and it is fantastic. This is going to give us a really nice red color on our chicken. All right, pat that rub in. Give it a flipperooski. Cock-a-doodle brew. Don't forget the armpit. And our delicious Carnita Asada rub. All right, so one thing I like to do to my spatchcock chicken is to tuck the wings behind the breast, just like that. That way they don't burn up on you. All right, I've got the chicken seasoned up. Let's go fire up the grill. All right, so before I fire up my Grilla Grills Kong, I want to show you guys how easy it is to turn your plain Jane ceramic style cooker into a smart cooker. Check this out. First thing I got to do is replace this gauge. So I'm going to lift the lid, reach in here and take the nut off the old gauge. Real simple. Get your Chef's Temp S1 base, take the wing nut off, just like that. Pass it through the hole, the original hole, and install the washer and wing nut through the inside. All right, next I'm just going to mount the display. It's got a mark right here on the display. Let me show you guys that. See this notch right here? Line it up with this notch right here. Real simple. And turn it to the right, and it locks it in. All right, so next let's mount our fan assembly. Just open up the intake, just like that. You do get a couple of plates with your fan assembly. Find the one that fits your unit. Slide on your mounting plate, just like that. Now when you get your fan assembly, you're gonna have to remove this screw on the inside right here and put this spring just like this and tighten up that screw again. So all you got to do to mount this fan is pinch this spring and put it right through this plate. Just like that. Super simple. Next step, close your intake, and that's going to keep that fan nice and tight. All right, let's fire up our grill. I do have some spent lump charcoal in there. I'm just going to top it off with charcoal. All right, let's light up our grill with this grill gun from Grill Blazer. Check them out at the link below if you guys are interested in this. All right, our charcoal is lit. I'm going to close the lid and walk you through the setup process of our Pro Temp S1. All right, so the first thing you want to do is go ahead and open up your exhaust. I'm going to put this between the 0 and the 1, so just barely cracked. All right, so as far as the fan assembly, you can remove this because it is magnetic. You want it open about that much, okay? All right, so let's power up our S1 unit, hitting the power button right here. And it shows we are already running at 313 degrees. I'm also going to be using my Pro Temp Plus wireless thermometer. Now if you notice, I do have a cable running on the side of it. That's the output. I have this cable running to the back of the fan. As you can see right here, I do have a cable running from my Pro Temp Plus base unit that has the output power going to the back of the fan. Now the back of the fan has 2 connections. Any of the 2 connections will work. Now if you don't have the Pro Temp Plus base unit like this, just make sure you run power to the back of the fan using the supplied cables. Alright, this is the app from Chef's Temp. Let me show you guys the setup process here. First thing I'm going to do is hit the fan settings right here, and that will bring up this menu right here, and you can cook to temperature or time. I'm going to cook to temperature, and I'm going to smoke at 275 degrees. There we go. I'm going to hit the back button. Alright, so now I'm going to set up my cook. I'm just going to tap on this button right here. I got poultry, and I got some chicken. This is a whole chicken, and I am shooting for 180 degrees. So just adjust your wheel just like that. Now if you hit this button that says change doneness, all that's going to show you is the different temperatures of your poultry. Again, poultry is ready at 165 degrees, but I like to take it to 180 degrees. Alright, so I'm back at the main menu. At this point, the fan and the S1 assembly are working to get my temperature to 275 degrees. You can already see the temperature come down. We will see you guys in a few minutes. Stay tuned. Alright, so we are almost at 275 degrees, and that fan has been going, and since it reached 275, the fan speed actually slowed down. I gotta tell you, I am already loving this thing. So let's load up our chicken. You should hear the fan turn on because we're letting a lot of that heat escape. So here's my chicken, and I do have it placed on this rack. And there's the fan right there. Again, it sensed that I opened the door, so it's increasing the fan speed, which is going to increase the temperature of our smoker. You can definitely hear the fan right there. The smoke is picking up. Now I did add some cherry wood chips. These are from Gourmet Wood Products. Check them out at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and insert my Pro Temp Plus wireless thermometer. Now I'm going to go in the thickest part of the thigh. Alright, this is going to be a really simple cook because that S1 unit and the Brizo fan are going to smoke my chicken without me having to come and check on it. So I'm going to close the door and let these units go to work. Stay tuned. Alright, so the chicken has been smoking for 1 hour and 45 minutes and the internal temperature is 165 degrees. So what I'm going to do right now is crank the temperature up using the app, hit the fan settings, and go ahead and crank that sucker up to 375 degrees. I want to crisp up that chicken, which means we need a ton of heat. And I just heard the fan kick on. Again, I got it set for 375 degrees. Let's take a look at this chicken. Alright, so there's a chicken. Again, 165 degrees is the internal temperature of that thigh right there. So I've got a stick of melted butter, and I'm going to apply some butter on the skin. Now, I am not going to rub it. I just want to splatter some butter on the skin. And the reason you want to do that is to not disturb the rub. So I'm just using a small silicone brush, and I'm just going to drizzle the butter over the chicken. Just like this. That's going to give us a nice crispy skin. Again, I've already cranked the temperature up to 375 degrees to finish off this chicken. And there's the alarm warning us that we are dropping temperature. Again, do not brush this butter on because that seasoning will come right off of that skin, and you don't want that. All right, so I'm going to shut the lid. I'm going to wait for the internal temperature to get to 180 degrees, and I'll see you guys inside. Stay tuned. All right, so the chicken is ready, and the total cook time was 2.5 hours. And look at this beautiful bird. It has been resting for about 15 minutes, just tented with foil right here on my counter. And look at that amazing smoky red color on this chicken. It looks absolutely amazing. All right, let's pull out our chef's temp probe. And by the way, the internal temperature rose to 185 degrees while it was resting. All right, so before I cut into this chicken, I do want to talk about the Chef's Temp S1 and Brizo fan assembly. They worked absolutely amazing. It really is a set it and forget it kind of cook. So if you own a ceramic style cooker, a Weber kettle, a drum smoker, or even an offset smoker, you have got to look into these products. All right, so let's cut up our chicken. Just gonna cut it right down the middle here. Look at that beautiful color. Look at that, really nice and juicy. The aromas in here are absolutely amazing. Now that was really easy to cut through because remember at the beginning of this cook, we actually removed that breastbone, which makes it really easy to cut. All right, let's take off this leg and thigh. Look at that, like butter. I'm gonna cut the wings off for my wife. These are her favorite. All right, let me take a slice out of this breast right here. Look at that, still really nice and juicy, still really hot as well. Sometimes you really can't see the juiciness because it's white, but we got a really nice smoke ring. Again, really nice and juicy. Now if I squeeze it, you'll see the amount of juice that's gonna come off this chicken. Look at that. It is not dry whatsoever. Let's give this amazing chicken a try. All right guys, check that out. Nice and crispy skin, really nice and juicy on the inside as well. There we go. Biggest bite on YouTube, fold it up. Now that was a mouthful of chicken, and the flavor is absolutely amazing. Really good smoky flavor. Those cherry wood chips that we use from Gourmet Wood Products left an amazing flavor on this chicken. And the seasonings that we used from PS Seasoning and A Fuego Lento paired absolutely perfect. So let's try some of this dark meat. Got the chicken leg right here, and we're going in. It really is hard to beat smoked chicken cooked on a Kamado style cooker. This chicken is absolutely amazing. Don't forget to check out Chef's Temp at the link below and get yourself a really nice discount on the products that I used, and thank them for sponsoring today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this smoked chicken video. If this is your first time to my channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Until next time, Joe with Smokin Joe's Pit BBQ. See ya.